Hey guys, what's going on? Today I am going to go through a new service called Ghost Prints by Brandon Chapman. I'm going to show you how they are claiming that you may be able to make 50% on your account within 90 days according to their ad. And we'll go through what I found inside the system. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's definitely a unique system. But before we get into all of that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Russell Barber and I've been testing hundreds of alert services for years now. If you would like to learn how to win 90% of your trades in 90 seconds, just click on the link in the description below. This is a course that Lance from thetatraders.com and myself put together, teaching people how to trade spreads and how to sell puts and calls and sell side of trading basically, which is what we're going to talk a little bit about today in Ghost Prints. So let's get on with the review, and it is right here. So I got access to Ghost Prints very recently, so I'm basically going to be able to give you an overview of what I found out so far, but I'll have to continually update this review as time goes on and more trades come out. As you'll see, there's not a lot of trades being done up to this point. So of course I'll leave a link in the description to the full review right here, so you can go and check it out. And I'll also leave a link to the landing page right here, which is when they launched. They launched it on April 8th. It's still open for purchase. I don't know why they leave this banner up here, but basically you can still go and buy this with this program. So here's the landing page. There's a long webinar. At least you can stop and skip forward and things on it. It's an hour and 10 minutes. You can stop and go forward and back and do whatever you want. So that's pretty good. And they go through in detail what these ghost prints are, and basically, can you expect to see a surge in your account by 50% in 90 days following these ghost print alerts? So it's pretty interesting. It's presented by Don Kaufman from TheoTrade and Brandon Chapman, who runs Ghost Prints directly. So TheoTrade, if you're not familiar with TheoTrade, basically they are a company that have lots of different gurus, and they do a whole bunch of different services. So Brandon Chapman is one of them, this guy right here. And so he's an instructor and market technician. I guess that means a technical analysis guy at TheoTrade. And he also uses market order flow in the Ghost Prints for these alerts as well. So prior to this, he spent 13 years with InvestTools by TD Ameritrade, where he played a key role in developing educational content and training self-directed investors in trading stocks, options, and forex. Now, I suspect that is where he met Don Kaufman, because Don, that runs or owns TheoTrade, was also deeply involved with Thinkorswim platform doing something similar, so it's probably where they know each other from, would be my guess. So he has some credibility at least, and he comes across very well in all the master classes that I've been watching about this service as well. So yeah, so you can go to the page. I'll leave a link in the description below to take you to the landing page, but there's also throughout this article, you can learn more and purchase through this right here. And you can scroll down through the landing page and it gives you the whole working spiel, which you'll see here. Pretty interesting. All right, so let's get into a little bit more detail here. So we know who runs it, a guy called Brandon Chapman. And if we go down here, what it's all about, it's about finding hidden market signals, these secret hidden market signals called ghost prints, which are embedded in price, volume, and order flow data that most people don't really have access to or pay much attention to. And these prints often precede big moves that are missed by traditional indicators. So that's how he's finding like the direction of what's going to happen, and then he's using spreads to play these particular potential big moves in either direction. So he looks at lots of different things, order flow being a big part of it, hedging activity, short interest, analyst estimates, insider trading, and sector rotation. It doesn't follow the news, it doesn't chase price. It really is this more invisible system that they call these ghost prints. So it's probably just a marketing gimmick, but it's kind of cool. So yeah. So the alerts that you get, and I like the way they do this, and I'm going to show you some of the alerts and see if it's something that you'd be interested in. So every trade alert includes a stock trade and a corresponding options trade. They're posted in the announcement section of the chat room, and you'll receive that via email and text. I've not signed up for the text. I'll show you the email and the inside the dashboard in just a sec. So they're mainly spreads, and they are basically buying and selling calls or puts simultaneously. And they're not day trades; they're usually swing trades, typically a few days to a few weeks. The expiration's usually a month or so out sometimes. And there are plenty of trades though, so I've been quite impressed with the number of trades. There's a trade every couple of days, which is pretty good. And the thing I really like about this guy is he does tons of videos as well. I'll show you inside the dashboard where he posts those. He does tons of videos explaining why he is entering particular trades and also giving commentary on the trades as they progress. So here's an example trade alert, and I'll show you a few more in the actual dashboard. So he puts opening order, IWM, puts spread, trade details. He puts the details of what you're supposed to do, these ones. And the exit, net debit, order type, place a debit order. Here's what to do next. Why I'm taking this trade. And he's taking it because of this 10,000, 2nd of May 25, 190, 185 long put vertical. Not really sure what this is all about. We'll probably have to watch more of his master classes to figure out what he means by that. I mean, does he just mean, yeah, it's interesting that basically it's a large order, I think. So, yeah, anyway, I'm doing this video on the 30th of April, and so far, and I'll show you this here because I can't show you inside the actual dashboard yet, because I had to clip off the open trades to not give away all their open positions. By the time of doing this video, they're basically doing pretty well. So they've only, like I said, this is a new service. They've only closed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, all been for winners, and they've all been closed in April so far. And the service just started, so you can kind of get an idea of how many trades you're getting. Quite a few, like not too many, but quite a few. These are the symbols, entry prices, close prices, and the gains and losses. 72%, 59%, 47%, 57%. Time held, you can see how I was saying it's like a few days, so sometimes a bit longer, 24 days for that one. And it's been pretty interesting so far. You can see the trade details. The gains and losses per contract are pretty small, but of course you can take as many contracts as you want. So yeah, so pretty cool. So that's their kind of track record so far. It's 100%, but it's so early in the game. It's hard to put a lot of faith in that, although the type of trades they're doing do tend to have really good high win rates. So let me see what else I've put in here. The weekly mastermind sessions are really good. I can show you a couple of those inside the dashboard in just a sec. They're really helpful. I've watched a few of them, and he does go through the trades really well, and it does seem to help. They can be kind of long though. The other thing that's good about this service is there's a 90-day money back guarantee. It's always nice to have, right? So my conclusions for this, and I'll show you inside the dashboard in a minute, is I do like to see the high level of analysis that Chapman is doing, teaching inside the Ghost Prince chat room with the videos that he does. He posts on Loom videos quite a bit, and he really goes into detail. Like this guy knows what he's talking about. And so if you're really interested in learning, and TheoTrade is like this kind of throughout the whole system, if you're really interested in learning strategies and understanding why things are being done, not just following alerts blindly, learning how to fish basically, this could be a really good service for you. So yeah, so let's look at the Ghost Prince uh, chat room right here. So basically, this is what you get. The alerts pop up here. I'll scroll down some of these because they're not closed yet. But you can see what I showed you just on the review here is you get different. This is a closing order for the KO put spread, and you get a little bit of information about why he's closing, etc. Going through here. And this is what I was talking about in some of the videos he does that are really helpful. So in this video, I walk through using TZA calls as a low-cost alternative to buying puts on IWM. This allows those who don't have spread trading privileges with their brokers to make the bearish trade. So TZA is leveraged a leveraged bearish ETF, blah blah blah. And then if you click on the Zoom link, it comes up with the video, and he goes into a lot of detail in here. So this was on the 25th of April, just a few days ago. And you can go through the videos. And he does that fairly frequently, so there's a lot of learning to be found in this service as well. Here's a video breakdown of today's alerts, current positions, today's prints, and trading management have earnings. So this is above and beyond what most trading alert services will give you. They generally don't do as many videos explaining what's going on here. So here's another video breakdown of today's ghost prints and FXI trade alert. Again, another Loom video. So you get all of this. And at the moment, I get these notifications sent to my email. So it's popped up today. They're opening a new position. So going through here. And then there's the Ghost Prince Masterclass as well, which is pretty interesting. I went through that as well. Overall, I'd say this is an interesting looking service. I think the things I like about it is the high win rate and the deep expertise that you're getting with this. These are not some fly by night guys. These guys have been around for a long time, 20, 30 years with Theotrade. And I think that really helps with the credibility. So, with the track record being so high already, they haven't lost a trade. That's a good sign. The type of trading is pretty interesting and fairly technical, so it might not be for you if you're not really interested in doing spreads. But if you're interested in well-defined risk-reward trades, then this could be a service that's for you. If you go to the landing page, which I'll link in the description below, you can go through the full thing here, which is saying you might be able to grow your account in 50% in 90 days using their strategy. Blah blah blah. The big question is how much does this cost? And if we go right down to the bottom here, so I guess here's something interesting. They're saying 2 to 3 high probability trade alerts per week. That's what I've seen roughly coming out. So that's a good number, right? That's a decent number. They're not day trades or swing trades, so that's good. So this is what you get. You get the Ghost Prints custom scanner. You get the master classes, so they're pretty good. You get the mastermind course. It's pretty good. The exclusive community, I haven't actually been able to find that yet, so I'm not sure if I have access to it or not yet. So when you add it all up, the cost that they're looking for is $995, so just under $1,000. And I think that is pretty interesting. The thing is, you do get to talk directly to the guy that runs it, Brandon Chapman, which is good. I haven't seen the scanner yet, so I think maybe there might be a problem with my dashboard, so I'll have to look into that. And if you don't like it after 90 days, you can get your money back. No loopholes, no small print, just a simple promise. If this doesn't give you an edge, you don't pay. That's good. So they're kind of framing it as a challenge. So yeah, it's $995. It's kind of expensive. Might be worth it if you've got a big account and you like the style of trading, you really want to learn how these guys are working. But I think this might only be for 3 months. I'm not completely sure. It doesn't really say here. Those prints 3 more rounds. 995. Yeah, so it's not clear here how long you get this for. Just kind of see here. I assumed it was for lifetime, but it doesn't say. It might just be for those 90 days. If that's the case, then you probably have to call them and ask. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You'd think they would give you a clear indication of what you get. Maybe it is 90 days. If it's 90 days, I'd say this price is hard to justify for me. If it's for a year or lifetime, it'd definitely be worth it. Anyway, come and check out my full Ghost Prints review here. If I learn more as we go, I'll keep adding to this article and you can hopefully be updated as we go along. Hopefully it's helpful and I'll talk to you guys soon.